You're listening to the BBC World Service. I'm Julian Marshall with NewsHour. The Italian government is auctioning off what is said to be one of the world's most haunted islands, and residents of the city of Venice are clubbing together to prevent it being sold to developers. The 17-acre Poveglia Island in the Venice Lagoon was once a quarantine station for people with infectious diseases and a mass burial ground for plague victims. It then became a mental hospital where, according to local legend, a mad doctor performed cruel experiments on patients. It's no longer inhabited, and the Italian state is putting it up for auction next month, a minimum bid of $490,000 for a 99-year lease. But people are now being asked to chip in $130 each to buy the island to keep it as a public space. But why? I asked Lorenzo Passola, spokesman for the Poveglia for All Association, buy an island that many people were reportedly frightened to visit.
This is, I believe, an invented tradition, mainly in the English written world online, that the locals know nothing about. We certainly don't have to worry about ghosts. What we have to worry about at the moment is speculators and the use that they might make of the island.
Why are you so convinced that the island would be developed, that hotels might be built?
Because if you go from Venice to the island of Poveglia, you will sail by 3 other beautiful islands, which in recent years have been turned into very exclusive hotels. And they're all struggling economically. So even as a job-creating activity, as they were pitched to win the support of the local council, they don't seem to work. We believe that our effort might instead be a more viable model simply because it involves a much broader participation.
So how is your effort going?
Well, we're getting thousands of emails, and we're just now allowing for the possibility to donate online. You know, this is the unlikely story of a group of friends who met just 2 weeks ago in Venice when we found out that the Italian state was going to auction yet another beautiful island, and we jokingly decided to try ourselves to buy it. And we're making a tremendous effort to build a collective that can participate in the auction. The Associazione Poveglia, the Poveglia Association, is keen on one thing: guaranteeing the public use of the island for another century. There are groups within the association who are working on feasibility studies and on how to attract like-minded investors into recolonizing the island, or at least the built part of the island, provided that they're willing to reinvest some of their profits into the maintenance of the island itself.
So if you do chip in money, do you get special access to the island?
You don't. It's not a share. What you do get is a right to vote in those assemblies that will, throughout time, decide on the governance of the island.
That was Lorenzo Passola, spokesman for the Poveglia for All Association.